Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Last Cloudia, and I've been really itching to do a Christmas video, you know, since it's Christmas time. But Epic 7 says, screw us, we don't get to do a Christmas video for there. Every other game I'm playing has Christmas stuff right now. I even logged on to Faye to summon some Christmas units. But Last Cloudia also has something coming, and that is Christmas Theria, something I didn't make a video on before. This video itself, which will be in the link description below if you want to just watch it yourself, was posted a little while ago on the JP Twitter, but we just found out we're actually getting her relatively soon, I would imagine, within the week. For those of you unaware, JP's server got her last week when we got Rommel. So I'm just going to talk about her a little bit, her stats, her abilities, some controversy, if you can call it that, surrounding her, and whether or not you should summon. But first off, let's watch the absolutely flipping adorable video of it, and it's just so good. It's so good, and this is how you do a Christmas unit. So Theria is awesome. I'll probably have to turn this down a little bit. It says her VA there, which we can obviously all read. Got some snowman abilities. She's got a Merry Christmas. Oh, it's so awesome. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it so much. That's the reindeer. So good. It also shows some skills and stuff, which we obviously can't read. We'll just skip through a little bit of this. Then it says when they get it on the 12th, which we obviously didn't get it on the 12th. Yeah, so really cool design. Love everything about her. Her thematic is great. Her visuals are great. Her skill animations are great. So that's awesome. But we just found out recently from Last Cloudia Twitter that we're going to be getting her later this week, which is something I am so excited for because we were all just so worried whether or not we would get her. And the reason being is she is OP. She is straight up like so power crept on the JP server even, and the JP server is already power crept versus us. We weren't sure if we would get somebody that strong or not. So let's take a look. This post was done by MFF Roms, who did the graciousness of translating some stuff for us. Let's make this a little bigger so you can see it here. So it goes through what she has. She's got light damage, she's got ice damage, AoE light damage. That also increases your team's strength, like a built-in Brave Phaser. Her special here, full light screen, AoE damage. Recovers allies SCT. What does that even stand for? I actually don't even know. Her trait is also 20% extra light magic damage and chance to inflict damages if the enemy has a large mine down. And if you play this game, you know how much mine down and other things like that are just insane. Team gets 1 random buff out of 4, which is pretty cool. I like it. As for her passives, she gets Int Up, MP Up, Pose of Honor, MP Up 3, and these are all free, by the way. Remember, if you get them passive-wise through their tree, they get it for 0 SC. She gets Light Critical, High-Level Mana Chant, or Magic Chant, Int Up Max, Light Attack Raise, Staff High Boost, which is an extra 20% magic damage, Silent Resist. That's insane. So the amount of stuff she gets is just ridiculous. Like the value she gets from her trees is like 40 SC above anybody else. So that's something you really need to consider. And that's anybody else on the JP server, who again is light years ahead of us already. She also gets tier 2 and tier 3 light magic for free, which is cool. She also, that was just her passives, by the way. We're now onto her skills. She also gets Holy Wall and Haste, which makes sense for Theria. She also gets Magic Castle, which is insane. Critical Fraser, 11 SC for this, which is insane. And it's, like I said, already attached to her skill 3. She also has Grand Brave, which is insane. She has full shield, all damage reduction that stacks with protection and barrier. I don't know what the SC is for this. That's insane. So just to show you, she has infinity stuff. Some people say the power creep is crazy. Access to so many skills and spells that normally can only be found on 8 to 10 arcs. So she has just so much, so flipping much. She gets like 45 SC of free amazing stuff that you want on everybody. So it's just, she's on another level than so many other units is what we're getting at. So we were kind of not sure how they were going to handle this, and Greensburg, one of the best people in this community, bless his heart for giving us this information, has given us this. And he says, I've been told that some changes will be made from her original Japanese voice or version, although the only official word is that her stats will be different. One can only assume this is a way to fight a bit of the early power creep that units like Randy introduced, but nothing can be confirmed at the moment. Of course, rest assured, there will be no nerf to the existing SOM units, of course. In my opinion, this is just his IMO here. Theria is pretty overtuned even by JP standards. She beats the existing casters by a considerable margin, being able to get 3 unique different 20% damage boosts on her light spells, which is, again, the best element in the game right now, plus an array of powerful support spells, some of them also unique to her, such as the full shelter, which was the 20% damage mitigation, which is why it didn't have a skill cost, apparently. So that's really cool. So I hope they still make her good, obviously, but I hope they don't make her ridiculous. One other thing to note, too, is I really hope they handle this well. I understand we're in a different spot than they're in right now, so I really hope they do something like 3 months later or a month or 2 later, we get a little side story for Christmas Theria that unlocks one of the abilities that they took away. And then after that, a month later, we get another side story that unlocks another thing. So eventually we'll get the same version is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping they don't just like change her skill set and then just never give her anything back, you know? Like I want her to be good as it is in JP eventually, but like not right off the bat is the main thing about it. The other thing too is whether or not you should pull. And one thing I've realized in Last Cloudia, and I hope a lot of you have too, is I personally feel you should never, ever, ever, ever summon unless it is on a limited banner. So, so far that would only Secret of Mana. The banner's there. Next up is going to be this version of Christmas Theria, and we may get something else. We may get a Valentine's unit coming. We may get a rerun of Swimsuit Lila or something like that. There's a ton of things we can get, but overall, I would just never summon for non-limited units in this game because you will most likely get most of them anyway, especially arcs. I'm finding we're getting a lot of SSR tickets. We're getting a lot of random things, and on banner rates are atrocious in this game. You have very, very, very little extra chance to get an on-banner unit than a non-on-banner unit. So that's something you really need to consider too. So that's about all I wanted to talk about today. I definitely think you should summon for Christmas Theria. I just wanted to talk about this game a little bit, you know? I know a lot of this stuff you've already seen. It's on the subreddit and all that stuff, but not everybody looks at the subreddit, and some of the posts have been kind of hidden for a little bit. So I just wanted to talk about LC. I really love this game. And I just wanted to chat. So that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.